everybody, Sam here with another In Defense of Bad Movies Minisode. That is where we tell you what movie we're going to do next time. And of course, usually do an episode of Themes Like Old Times. A bit of warning before I continue. We already recorded this once. There were audio issues, because I have a crappy computer, I think. And we are recording it again. We're backing it up on a trusty iPhone. So if you hear like the audio totally change, that might be because I had to substitute in something. Or if it's just like, sounds like it's on iPhone quality, that's why. So without further ado, before we announce the new movie, we have to first thank Ronnie Roberts for having us watch Die Hard, because it's a great movie and any excuse to watch Die Hard is awesome. So thanks, Ronnie. You may not have liked it, but your opinions suck. I'm just kidding. Well, that one does, but otherwise. So in less than 2 weeks, because we're putting this out now, we are going to do in honor of the fantastic movie Logan about the X-Men Wolverine. We are going to do X-Men Origins Wolverine. I believe that's what it's called. The title is a mouthful. There's a couple of us who are going to defend it, unlike our usual one defender. And I'm going to be one of them. And to be honest, I haven't seen it since the movie was new, so I might change my mind. We'll see. But I think I'm going to like it. So that is in less than 2 weeks. But right now, let us go to Themes Like Old Times. Take it away, Sam and Loren. Hey everybody, Sam here with another Themes Like Old Times episode, joined by my wonderful co-host Loren.
I have to say, I resent with the female Legos based on characters where they have the silhouette of their waists done in, so they look like busty, curvy, skinny ladies. The men don't have that. Like, you have the fake abs, but still their frames match to the Lego body, which is narrow at the top, wider at the base, unlike the human body. But all the women, have to have, sex curves? Come on. That's unfortunate.
This has been Lauren's Feminist Minute.
Thank you.
The way we always start Themes Like Old Times.
I should have started the show by playing with the Lego Batgirl character that you just got from Target.
Probably not. This one's funny too, because it is obviously a Wolverine Batman thing.
That's pretty fun.
Which is what they did when years ago when DC and Marvel got together. They put out some issues like combining the two worlds, and then after they did that, they put out some issues where it was combined characters, and one of them was Batman and Wolverine, and that is very much what's going on right there.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And not teaching girls that they have to have unreasonable body images for themselves.
Oh no, Marvel
even when they live in Block World.
Oh no, Marvel and DC did that too.
Oh, that's
so,
yeah. All right, fair enough.
Anyway, we are going to do a theme song. You brought us this theme song this time around.
I did bring us this theme song. In my classic style of waiting until the last minute and you having me saying we have to record, I decided to make my decision, and I'm going to be starting a series. Obviously, if you listen, you know we trade off. Sam will take a theme tune and then I'll come back with another. So over every other month, I'm going to be dedicating my section to Disney Afternoon.
Yay!
The tent pole of childhood for those who came of age in the early 90s. Mm-hmm. And, of course, if we're doing Disney Afternoon, the only place you could start, obviously.
Bonkers.
How dare you?
Everyone
we will not be doing Bonkers. We're staying classic and
Lauren,
quality.
That's Bonkers. If you're doing the Disney Afternoon thing, you have to end on Bonkers, don't you?
Oh, that's when it ended, when Bonkers happened. We're like, nope, I might be too old for this shit.
You may not officially be planning it, but I think we should at least give it a listen and a mention when that time comes.
Maybe
it'll be an addendum to the last one.
We'll have an addendum where we talk about that. We talk about gummy bears.
I might do gummy bears on my own. That's a great theme song.
They're bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Spoilers.
That's fair. I'm sorry. But can we... I like when we talk around. I can save it up from when we come around to talking about it. But also, the premise of gummy bears is bananas.
It is. But we are doing this in honor of the fact that Disney XD, I think is what they're calling it, is coming out with an updated version of DuckTales.
That is what led us to these grounds, and I am very excited about it. In all actuality, the cast is
such a good cast.
Oh my gosh. Anything that employs David Tennant and Danny Pudi are going to be amazing.
Bobby Moynihan, the underutilized SNL guy.
Terribly underutilized Bobby Moynihan. It's so sad watching SNL, and he's like in one sketch where he's the straight guy. Like, he's time, Bobby. What are you people doing?
And the I can't think of the word. And
the always outrageous Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, what's the name? Not the Magnificent, the Elegant Mr. S. Benny Schwartz.
Get off of House of Pies. Now he's on DuckTales.
So yeah,
we can get credit by quoting our other podcasts that we actually enjoy, right?
And we get so much cred from the podcast world by quoting. I have no idea.
That's always
wait. Let's go to your mom and ask our one regular listener if we get credit for that.
Mom, are these references tedious? I hear her saying yes.
Anyway, let's talk about DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Wait, do you mean ponytails?
No.
Surely you mean cottontails.
Sam, don't be an asshole. I mean DuckTales.
I love it when we earn our E rate. A little E.
That's right. I'm so sorry. This is
DuckTales.
It's so deceptive because I'm talking about children's show, and yet all this language.
Potty language.
Those of you who probably remember, if you are proper Gen Xers, in the early 90s, Disney came out with their Disney Afternoon classic 3 p.m. get home from school and catch all your favorite cartoons. And it began with DuckTales, which premiered on December 18th, 1987 and ended in November 1990. I can't believe what a short run that is because I feel like I watched it forever in my childhood.
There were a lot of episodes, though.
There were a lot of episodes, and I grant you my concept of time was poorer back then, but it just felt like there was DuckTales for years.
I wasn't as big a fan of the show, so I totally agree.
There's something wrong with you. No, I'm just kidding. You were a bit older.
I think I was a bit older for it, and I know I saw some episodes, but I was just, wasn't my thing.
No, that's fair. I'm properly afraid to go back and revisit all the Disney Afternoons because I revere them in this like top quality programming, and I would be very afraid to go back and realize, oh no, they're just kind of like creative but a little bit crappy kids shows.
Not exactly the same, but like for Night Court, that's kind of how I feel. Not that it'll be obviously not a kids show, but that it'll be like, oh no, it's just a late 80s, early 90s sitcom, and maybe slightly better than the other ones, but
and a good one at that. But have you lost your ability to watch it? Not just like the growing up, like no, this is, you can only see this through a kid's lens, like that kind of thing. The sensibility of sitcoms has changed so much.
But we'll talk about that more when we do Night Court.
That's true. I like talking about
growing
television theory, though.
Yeah.
I am having some growing pains. Like, we're rewatching Friends now, and even though it's good, but like the style of sitcoms has moved on.
Yeah.
So there are bits that are just like, oh, this feels a little tired.
It's
it's still great.
Mid to late 90s sitcom, but it's still a mid to late 90s
But they're
sitcom.
just things that have become stereotypical and overutilized.
Exactly. But again, just like we're not here to talk about Night Court, we're not here to talk about Friends.
TV is fun.
So, DuckTales.
We're just trying to pad this out because reality, how much can we say about DuckTales?
Well, we also need to get to bed too, so we don't need to pad it out too much.
Okay, fair enough.
And these minisodes are typically miniature episodes.
And obviously, if you were a fan of the Disney Afternoon, you knew that each and every show had their very special theme tune. And of course, this came along from the fact that the new series that they're coming out with have gone viral with their version of the theme tune of all the cool actors in the cast singing their own.
Right. Yeah,
which, you know,
that's
probably been what's been keeping it in my head for days and days.
We mentioned my mom is sitting here as we're recording this, as she was the first time we recorded this poor thing. And she told us that the other day she woke up with the song in her head.
You can't not.
Did you want to sing a few bars from it? Nope,
no.
She's sitting this one out.
Rueful shaking your head now?
Oh. No, you know what? I'll save it for a second, for a little bit later.
Oh, okay. What is it?
You say it. It's about Die Hard, but it's...
That's exciting.
So
theme tune, obviously classic, composed by Mark Mueller, who also wrote the theme song to Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, which is also my jam.
It's a good song.
I was so excited as a child. Every time Disney Afternoon came on, I would like dance along to the songs. I had some choreography that would get repeated. It was
You're going to show me this later, right?
Of course.
Okay. And then we're going to film it and put it on our video podcast?
No.
When we do our live show, though. If we ever do a live show, you'll do this dance.
Absolutely. It's not going to be perfect. I'll have to fill in some holes. Some of the documentation has been lost. But I'll try my very best.
Oh, I wish there were videos of it. The original one.
It was not a well choreographed routine, but I definitely had like, all right, this is the move you do on this line.
Oh, I want to see that so badly.
If you're lucky.
So Mark Mueller composed it. Did he do the singing as well?
No, actually. It was performed by Jeff Pescetto. Chef is in quotation marks on his Wikipedia.
Isn't that what babies call spaghetti?
It is sometimes, yes. But he is the well-known singer of the 1980s theme tune. Nice. And he's got a lot of pizzazz, and he sings it. He's your classic, like, rocking this tune dude.
You know, Loren, you might be interested to know and jealous that I have a, 3-minute version of this song on my Music of Disney, A Legacy in Song 4-box CD set.
What?
Yeah, it's really good.
There is more than 30 seconds of this song?
There's well more.
There can't be more lyrics.
There's about 3 more. Yeah, there are more lyrics, Loren.
Really?
As we'll know when we get to the reading of the theme song.
That's right. But how do you stretch it out to 3 minutes?
There's a lot of, synthesizer music.
Oh dear.
That
no, I'm out. Tap me out.
No, it's kind of neat. It's like sound effects.
That's where Phantom of the Opera lost me, and that's where you're gonna lose me.
And it sounds a little bit like Christopher Ting's Futurama theme song.
Wait, I might be back in.
Yeah, exactly, because that's amazing. So, should we sing the song, Loren?
Obviously we should. And guys, prepare. This is gonna rock a little bit harder than our usual episodes. About as hard as our Perfect Strangers episode, of course.
Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah. But definitely harder than your Gilmore Girls.
Oh man, I can't wait till we do our clip show, our first clip show, and we play the highlights of our singing.
Oh, that's mean.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woo! Tales of daring, do bad, and good luck tales, woo! Danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales, ooh! Tales of daring, do bad, and good luck tales, ooh! Not ponytails or cottontails, no DuckTales, ooh!
Oh man, that last line's terrible.
Yeah.
Why did they come around to that? It had some really good lyrics before, and then we're gonna go out on not ponytails, nor cottontails, no, DuckTales.
And it is Duck, T-A-L-E-S.
Of course.
Not T-A-L-S.
I'm sorry. Yes, in case you had that misconception.
Yeah.
Oh, how sad. How sad for you.
Because
it's wordplay.
And of course, also, you've watched the whole theme song. You've heard the theme song. Mm-hmm. You've seen clips from the show. Mm-hmm. There's no question that they might be talking about ponytails.
No, why would we be talking about ponytails? Of all the anthropomorphized animals in this world, ponies are really not involved anywhere.
And you mentioned, when we recorded it the first time, of course, you mentioned you think this ponytails and cottontails is a direct answer to a couple other popular cartoons at the time.
That's right. I forgot that one. That it was digs against other popular 1980s cartoons. Not ponytails like your dumbass My Little Pony, nor cottontails like that super sassy and offensive Bugs Bunny. No, this is good, clean Disney adventure with your DuckTales, the least offensive of all mallards.
And you know what? With the new show and the fact that My Little Pony is back, they could keep that, and it's still a direct answer to that.
Fight.
Yeah. Bugs may not be as popular, but that's okay.
Bugs wins because he translates to adulthood.
Yeah.
The Warners have been excellent at...
He's evergreen.
Yeah, he's evergreen. And the comedy is forward enough that it will apply to all lives.
Yes. Is there anything else we need to cover about DuckTales?
It's awesome. I want to find some on YouTube and have my childhood crushed because I realize it's not that good.
Some episodes of the show.
Yeah. And definitely want to watch the new one.
Yeah, whenever you could find it. The old one.
The old one.
Yeah.
We'll have to look.
All right.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woo!
All right, thanks, Sam and Loren. That was Themes Like Old Times. Hey, what was I going to say about that again? Oh, yeah. Trying to bring in my mom for the Themes Like Old Times reminded me of something that I want to try to include in as many episodes as we can, which is Pat's Corner. Now, she won't actually say anything. She won't get on the podcast and say anything, but she says plenty of things during recording of the episode, or during watching of the movies, and just talking about things. When we told her that somebody was going to go on the offensive against Die Hard, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was something like, what idiot is going to do that? So just wanted to, I meant to do that during the show, and I wanted to add that because my mom just called you an idiot, Ronnie. And that's about it for us. So join us in less than 2 weeks as we discuss X-Men Origins Wolverine. Thanks for listening. Bye.